Brock Lesnar will be appearing on this week's SmackDown as a way to boost the ratings and get people hyped for the upcoming Crown Jewel show, which is in Saudi Arabia. His feud with Roman Reigns, with the winner gaining Paul Heyman's hand in marriage, has been very positively received thus far, and this week will be an extension of that. Brock is a proven ratings draw, and since he has only just made his return, fans are crying out for more of the beast. Now, let's talk about his contract, shall we? Details are starting to emerge as to what sort of deal Lesnar has managed to secure himself. While it's fairly standard as a Lesnar deal, he's managed to secure himself a few more dates than usual. After Saudi Arabia, it seems unlikely that Lesnar will follow this up at Survivor Series, and with no TLC this year, it won't be until next year that Lesnar will make his return just in time for the Royal Rumble. He will be attending all Saudi shows, that is the expectation. There will be at least 2 a year, but next year they are thinking about having 3 Saudi Arabia shows. And Brock will be reuniting with Paul Heyman, just not necessarily soon. As we know, the match at Crown Jewel is for the sake of taking Paul Heyman out to a nice, lovely, sunlit dinner and then making sweet, sweet love in the back of a Camaro. That's what the Universal Championship is, just so everybody knows. That's what it's for. The beginning of next year is going to be heavily Lesnar focused, with Brock appearing on both Raw and SmackDown and acting as a draw for both sides leading into WrestleMania. The idea is to give Lesnar a big name Raw opponent for this year's WrestleMania. Big E's name has certainly been mentioned. Damian Priest has also been mentioned, and honestly, I think that's a concept we can all get behind. I don't think it will surprise you to hear that Lashley's name has been mentioned, but there may be another plan in place for this year's WrestleMania. As regards money, Brock has added a little something extra to his contract. By a little something, I naturally mean a whole lot of money. With more dates comes more money. That's not really a surprise, but with the money on offer, it's definitely worth mentioning. And as we know, Brock Lesnar is a shrewd negotiator. The fact that he doesn't currently have Paul Heyman is likely to mean that he's negotiated extra money based on that, because I don't know if you know this, but Paul Heyman is a genuine moneymaker. And Brock Lesnar does have a little bit of pimpin' ain't easy in his locker. Expect to see very little of Brock after next week, but a whole lot of him once the new year starts. Brock himself is said to be very, very excited for the plans ahead. Lance says Brock being excited is good. He does great stuff when motivated. He does. And we keep hearing about it. When Brock's motivated, he does great. He doesn't work with people unless he's motivated. That's the thing. The only time he really had to work with someone who he wasn't really fully behind was Braun Strowman. Also, he didn't really get on well with Jon Moxley. Hector says if Nick Khan is indeed concerned with WWE's financials, which he is, do you think he believes contracts of people like Brock get value for money for the amount they paid him? That's a lot of money to make back. Yes. Yes, Brock Lesnar is worth the money. Genuinely. Brock Lesnar is worth the money to the WWE, and Nick Khan is fully aware of that and fully has every intention of it. He looked over this contract, he agreed to it, to Brock getting more money. Brock's worth it. Brock is literally worth it to the WWE. Moxley says, Brock said in 2019 he didn't like working with Seth. Could have fooled me, those matches were fun.